I want you to think about this from the terms of a golf swing first, and I'll show you with a sword just now. And that is trying to get the height of the stance to drop as you sink into your swing. Now, you see the pros do this. They go back, and as this comes down, the knees drop, and they kind of go through this sort of motion. Now, let's face it, to get that drop height perfect for us normal golfers is extremely difficult to judge that height every time. If you get it slightly wrong, you're going to hit the ball on the head. If you get it slightly low, you're going to chunk it into the ground. And if you get it anywhere in between that, unless you get the sweet spot absolutely perfect, you're hitting it thinner, you're hitting it fat almost most of the time. So at Swing Form, we resolved that problem by using something called rotational flex. This is a specially designed term and a technique that we use in Swing Form that I haven't seen done anywhere else, and that is this. So most people, when they set up and they get down to the ball, they then extend their arms or drop their body down. Now, that changes the swing plane. So if I'm standing here and I then extend my hands or I drop my body down, you can see that my club was now on plane. Now it's further forward or now it's lower. And this creates a slight error in the swing plane. Now, that little amount of error, by the time you get down to your strike zone, has amplified. So that club head could be going anywhere. You have no real control or don't know where it's really going to be going. So the simple way to do it is just to bend, just take your club as you would do your normal setup. And then once you're ready, instead of extending, if you're off the ground, just drop your knees. So from there, I'm just going to drop my knees down until I touch the ground. Now, this does two things. What you've got to remember is that the golf swing moves from that position to here and then to there. Now, if you look at my knees, for example, if I'm standing straight and I go back and I'm going up, my left heel's coming off the ground, my right leg is straight, and then I've got to try and come through and kind of swing in this very vertical motion, which leads to all kinds of swing issues. But if you use rotational flex, so for example, just set up your club as normal. What I do is I grip my club and I'll set up from here. And as I'm ready to go down, instead of now bending my body, I keep this optimum plane because I know this is the best, most controlled swing I have in this position. But instead of now compromising that by changing my body, I now just drop my knees. So what that does is when I'm swinging backwards, you can see that this right knee here is still slightly bent. It's not straight. And this left leg is in the right position. So I'm back there and I can swing through without a problem and rotate through properly with the flex that I'm using. So try this the next time you're at the range. Instead of setting up and then getting to that position or this position and then dropping your body down, because now you're changing your swing. So I was doing this, I was dropping my body. You can see that the club actually moves from the center of gravity lower because I'm moving my body. Don't do that. Just grip the club normally, come down over the ball, and then once you're over the ball, when the club is over the ball, just drop your knees until the club touches the ground. This is called rotational flex. Now, once you're in that position, you can see that I can go back, I can turn, and my hip is turned nicely, but my right foot is still braced, is still bent, and the left foot's in a good position. So now I'm sitting here, and I just come through and swing. I don't have to worry about getting here and then trying to drop my weight, my knees, my height to try and get that ball through. Much easier, much simpler. And that's another technique we teach at Swing Form.